Hey stars, how to get to leaderboard on Anime Dimension Simulator. So basically, it's been a month on the macro. I'm back on my raid leaderboard. The game is dead. I can overtake collection leaderboard. This was a year ago. I'm traveling to Europe tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And here's the drama. I'm not going to be further attempting time challenge because of my ping and because my device just absolutely sucks. And I'm just not that good, honestly. And these are the stats that you want to aim for. So essentially, if you're going for the damage leaderboard, you want to aim for very high rolls on the main, obviously crit damage priority, and then you want to have cooldown, attack, assist cooldown, fruit cooldown, and then crit chance at the bottom. So your higher rolls, you're going to try to get at least like 39% assist cooldown reduction. It can be anywhere from like 35 to 39 to 30 to even 45, right? As for cooldown, you really don't need any more than around 36%. Once you reach 36%, you can go for 40, but any more than that kind of ruins it too. So you just want to be in like the 36 to 40 range. For crit chance, you really don't need any at all. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you're getting buffed and you have max stat points, obviously go for stat points, and you have celestial trait and everything, you really don't need to care about it. Then as for crit damage, because you're pretty much also, you can stack the Garu if you have a divine pet, which will give you like 20% crit chance, 20%, and everything stacks, and essentially you're always hitting crits. But you want your crit damage. Your crit damage is what will carry your damage. If you are like, oh, I'm only doing 400 billion, oh, I'm doing 500, I'm not getting 600, you need more crit damage. And if you hit me with the, oh, I have crit damage on everything, no, get higher rolls, because crit damage can range anywhere from 9% to 18%. You see the difference? If you're sitting at an average of 12% crit damage across everything, obviously you're going to be lacking like a total of like 20% crit damage that you could have. Yeah, and then attack, and then as far as fruit cooldown goes, you really don't need it. Fruit does like an extra maybe 60 billion across the total raid. I mean, especially if you have a robot or a reaper. Either way, level 50 fruit, it's just a hassle to get. You don't even need a fruit to do a lot of damage, right? One last note, attack does not matter. As long as you have over 64% attack, 62% attack, anything above 60% attack, you don't need more attack. You need crit damage, because you will gain attack from your traits. You will have an extra 54% attack. You will have an extra 110%. You'll have an extra 200% from your assists when you do the raid. So like, that's base damage. That scales off your base attack, which is the base level for your cards at the divine level max upgraded. Make sure your cards are max upgraded, obviously, because those base stats are what's going to carry you. You don't need anything else. You don't need HP regen, nothing else. You just need these stats, and you need good internet, booster, a buffer. I can buff, just DM me. If you're American or European or Asian, even, I can be up at any times. Yes, but yeah, and like, you just need like good internet, like good skill, like use controller to actually, this is a little tip here for pros. Controller actually increases your melee, your M1 attack, by a significant, like 10% or so, compared to keyboard and mouse, which allows you to do more attacks, which in turn, more attacks equals more pet charge, which in turn means more buffs, which means stronger overall. So that's just my last thoughts on that. And yeah, so here's my inventory basically. Let's look at stats. So here are all stats, max values and minimum values. And when it's gold, that means you have a maximum, or you're very close to maximum, within the 0.5 range. If it's blue, it's within the 1% range. And if it's gray, then it's just not good. It's just not good. Yeah, so essentially bad Wi-Fi too. So a lot of people don't know what I mean by ping, milliseconds, delay, all that. So there's something called input delay, and then there's something called like server delay, and then lag, and then how that translates into your actions and your attacks, and then your damage, and then what your server's receiving, what it's giving back to you, the input, output, all that. So essentially, when you're lagging, you don't want to be above 100 milliseconds. Preferably, you don't want to be above like 80 milliseconds, because 100 milliseconds delay is 0.1 seconds, and that's a delay on every single input. So every single button of yours, if you move W, if you do S, attack 1, 2, 3, it will be delayed. And it translates into a huge damage drop for players like me. with my average of 200 milliseconds. So you might have heard me complain a lot about ping. It's horrible. It's awful. Because Canadian servers don't exist, and I live on top of a mountain. Okay, I'm living on a city on top of a mountain, in the middle of Alberta. Yeah, no, good luck. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until I get to like university or I move out till I can really like play video games professionally or any of that. Anyway, I don't really want to play video games professionally. That's not my goal in life. But for anybody who does want to play like at the high tier competitive level, you definitely do not want to be sitting at a Canadian server. Obviously, if you're in Ontario, you're in Vancouver, you're good. But if you're like me in the middle of a mountain, I'm cockblocked. Anyway, so essentially, here are my cards. I'm just kind of going over my inventory real quick, and I keep like a bunch of mythic cards just because I was scrolling through to see what kind of stats I could see, if I could get like the maximum value, the minimum value. I just like to do a lot of math and stats and stuff, probabilities. That's why I really like this game, because everything adds up. Like I can, if anybody wants to nerd out, I will put some formulas up if I feel like it. Probably not. And then discuss like how you can see what for example, let's take the example. You do 100 billion in raid without any assists, without any, so you do 100 billion in raid. Let's take it at that. Then 100 billion times 2.1, 10% of 100 is 10, and then 200% of that is, so you're gonna be doing 210 billion, right? And then, you first want to add the assist multiplier. So assist multiplier, you'd be doing 200 billion, right? 200 billion, and then you times that by 2.1, so that's like 420 billion? I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. And then, that's how much you'd be doing, right? And so that's why you have to divide your damage before multiplying it by the percentage, because if you say, I did 400 billion without 10%, that doesn't mean that you're going to be doing 440 billion. It might just mean you're doing 420 billion, right? So you want to make sure you divide everything first, because not everything stacks the same and scales the same. And that's one of the things about these kind of games, is you actually have to have some kind of awareness of how things work. You can't just equip stats and say, this is a 5 out of 5 because everything's gold. Yes, I've seen this happen before, and I'm like, that's not the definition of 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 must have these substats, preferably no crit chance, and just these top substats, meaning crit damage, attack, and all cooldowns. And what fruit cooldown reduction does, and how many times you can maximize your fruit uses, your assist uses. So you want to be sitting, for assists, 33%, you gain an extra use. I believe that puts you at 13 uses or 12. And then when you're at 39% assist cooldown, then you're 13 or 14 uses. I'm not so sure. But then, you want to be, if preferably in an ideal world, your stats could look something like 45% assist cooldown, 45% cooldown reduction, 35% fruit reduction, 70% attack, I don't even know, 38% crit damage. This is an ideal world. We're not getting this unless you are XBit, who has glitched into the data saving of Roblox and decided to get perfect stats. Cheaters, right? Or you script for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, and you're Void Sense, and you did 30,000 plus dimensions. Wink, wink. I don't know how he managed to do that. Anyway, it's okay, because they can complain all they want, right? It doesn't matter anymore. So here I'm just showing you the max XP. So this is my XP run. So you can see my stats real quick. I have 56.20% XP. I have 44% drop chance. I will have when I change my pets real quick. And then, so you can play with your stats to have any kind of build that you want. If you want to have 3 million HP, if you want to have 4 million HP, you can go for that. If you want to, you can do a lot of things, right? That's why I really think these kind of games are really fun, because it's purely customizable. Yes, it's purely RNG, and yes, I hate RNG, but to an extent, it's not RNG because you can grind for pretty much everything in the game, except for these Divine Guardian wings. Screw these. Screw them so much. It doesn't matter. You cannot get perfect Divine Guardian wings, bro. I don't know. I mean, I've seen people with 6 out of 6, but it's low rolls. Or I've seen good 6 out of 6, but like, are we actually getting that legit 5,000 raids later? If you saw that I'm on the raids cleared leaderboard and I have all these wings, my best wings are still trash. They're still trash. If I were to calculate the maximum potential that I have out of my account, like how close you have to stat maxing, I'm not even like close. I'm maybe at like the 80 percentile. Like I'm like 80% max stats. If someone like Void Sense has completely maxed the game, like he'd be at like a 95% max stats, I'd say, because he has like perfect stats and he knows exactly what to look for. You don't want to go for too much cooldown reduction. That's why you go for fruit and assist cooldown. You don't need too much crit chance because, as I'll show an example on screen real quick, in this example, I'm pretty much just playing as Coulter, and I'll show you how the stacks work, how Garu pet stacks. Whoopsie daisy, I joined the wrong game. What is this? Meditate? Oh my god, am I gambling? 1 in 10? 1 in 10? Oh, what's this? Oh, 1 in 6. Yeah, no, get me out of here. What did I just click on? Whoopsie daisy. Anyway, guys, that was a mistake. Here we go. I want to talk to you about the pets situation. So, Garu pet, what's he do? He does a lot. 25.3x 33x player's attack. My attack is currently 10, so 25x 10 is, I don't know. I'm so lazy right now. So yeah, minus 6.21 seconds on all skills. 22.25 crit chance plus speed. And the thing is, he stacks. His effect stacks. It stacks. So that's 37%. Yeah, multiply, stack. Yeah, that's why you don't need attack. That's why I'm telling you, attack does not matter. And that's why internet matters a lot, because, yeah, you're losing on stacks. So, dash, 1, 3, slap. 1, 1. And as you can see, all of my hits are crits. One important thing to notice is that on mobile, you can actually do some fun things. So, for example, with this skin on, you can super dash. I believe I can fly. Yeah, I just flew. And then you can also dash during year 4. You can dash on other characters such as Kurumi. Actually, I wonder if you can dash during an animation 4. Oh, you can. You literally can. You can do anything. Yep, you can do anything, guys. Lex out. Anyway, Lex back. Let me show you something else. I want to see. What was I looking for? Screw Guts, Screw Elf. I don't care about them. They're both trash to me. They're redundant. This overdrive mode and the robots and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty. Thing you can notice is stat bonuses. That's what I want to talk about. Yes, HP regen, blah 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 blah. You can read this. Called my here. 10,000 gives you heals 1% damage to bosses. That's all you need. You're never dying after that. 1% is all it takes. And then, yeah, pet charges 6% faster, 8% faster, deal 5% more damage, deal 7% more damage on full HP. So don't take hits, don't get hit. And then adds 1% of damage every 100 combo max 10 seconds. And then Coulter. What does Coulter do? So this is Coulter. Many people have her, so not many people know. She does Starry Slash, 6 seconds. Gift Slam, 9 seconds. Christmas Blade, 24 attack range, 2x basic attack speed for 10 seconds, which with Garu Pet resets then 10%, infinite time, right? Holiday Eruption plus speed plus 25% critical chance. Yeah, so as you can see, I only have 31% critical chance, and I had 100. So yeah, you don't need anything. You don't need anything. Trust me. Anyway, and then more on the stats. Oh, not titles. Whoopsie daisy. Not on here. My finger is too big. Dimensions. Crits. That's you don't need crit chance. Damage. Mob damage. Useful. Crit damage. This is what you need. You need to play minutes. Might be also what some people are missing. There might be missing stat bonuses. They might have not checked this. Time challenge. Do your time challenge. You get more boss damage. That's cool. Raids. Do raids. 500. I know it's 500 hours. I'm at 5,667. That's great. Rush 75 times. I forget. 150 times. I think anyone can do that. Yeah. Let me show you how to do a proper boss rush. By the way, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna first equip your Reaper fruit, assuming you have Reaper. And then you're gonna have your fix on. Okay, I already have them on. You're gonna use someone. Let's use King Rocket. You're gonna use an accessory that does boss damage. For example, this one here. You want to use a spec that has a lot of crit damage and fast, which is perfect. You want to use cards with the maximum amount of crit damage. Attack doesn't matter. So yeah, attack doesn't matter because yeah, you multiply your 37.25 times multiplier. You know what I mean? That's what you do. And then how to do this fast. Loading in the turtles. This is good. Maybe not. No. Yes. No. Maybe. Oh. Imperial Union. Okay. Use your assist. What? I loaded way too fast. Holy shit. I don't talk about that. Yeah. That was I didn't expect to load that fast. I actually have time to dash over. Hopefully he spawns in. He's dead. Pretty much that, but significantly faster because you don't have fingers, tap the wrong buttons, do the wrong things. Assuming you're on like PC, it's easy, or in controller, but mobile is inherently trash. You know what I mean. That's a showcase. But coming soon, I'll showcase how you can get this many trade tokens, and I'm actually gonna make a time-lapse video of me just farming tokens. And then yeah, you can also make a video on I'm making a tier list. Please check me out. Thank you. That'd be cool. And yeah, let me go back to even culture. We don't talk about this guy. This guy's trash. This girl's trash. I don't know why people are so in love with these gacha characters, bro. I hate gacha. It's the worst thing to ever happen. You want to know why? Where's my Madoka title? How many did I even do? 393. Yeah, this is. Guardian Angel. Do you want to see my best accessory cat? Yeah, this one. You want to see my character here? Yeah. I'm gonna get Celestial on everyone. It takes me just 1 week. I will get the tokens. We will get the tokens. Anyway, in conclusion, you should totally maximize those stats. Do well, get that fruit cooldown because yes, a fruit can do 100 billion in raid. Believe me, you might just be missing a couple percentage. Crit damage is the top priority, and all kind of stats work out really well. Anyway, as far as future content goes, maybe smash the like button please, and please subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments if you want me to review your account too. I will be playing on viewers' accounts too if you want that as a series. Bye!